Good morning. This is your sister, A.K. Falami, with BringBeautyForward.com. Just wanted to share a few of the thoughts that have been on my mind this week as the eyes of the nation and of the world have been on what's going on in Ferguson, Missouri, in the aftermath of the police shooting and murder of yet another young black male, 18-year-old Mike Brown. And, those of us in the black community, we know this is going on in many, many, many cities all over the United States. So it's not a new thing for us. It's not something that we are imagining. Um, and what's been on my mind is a lot of the comments that I've heard and that I've read of how people are in fear. Mothers saying they fear for the lives of their sons. Fathers I've seen posting comments here and there on internet forums saying that they fear for their young sons. And with the lynching, the history of lynching in this country, one of the things that was about was to instill fear into the minds and the hearts of black people. And a comparison I was just making in my mind this week was how that same type of fear is still being injected into so many minds and hearts. Um, I even saw comments from women who would be considered, women and men who would consider themselves conscious, um, awake and aware, black men and women, some even affiliated with the Nation of Islam, which, not to go into that, but there's a teaching about what the um, after effects of fear are, and what the role that fear injection plays into producing and making sure the mentality of a slave continues to operate. So it was very striking for me to see and to read those comments from brothers and sisters who know that they fear for their sons. And I have to say that fear, one of the things I'm learning more about at this time in my life is the law of attraction, and how we attract that which we choose to dwell on. What we focus our energy and attention on is what we're going to pull to us. And so focusing on fear and operating from fear, I'm not sure that can ever produce anything good. I don't see how that can produce anything good. And if we collectively as a people are still operating off of that same type of fear that was heavily prevalent in the mentality of the quote unquote slaves during those times, we're still quote unquote slaves today. So it's too much to solve in my mind. How do you conquer that fear?